Hi guys, it's Tamara coming back at you with another video. Welcome back to my channel. I'm actually going to use this session, or this video, I should say. I'm so used to doing sessions. This is like a session in my mind, right? It's not a video, it's a session. But I'm going to use this video, just a couple of minutes here, to go over 3 questions that I got on toxic and unhealthy parents. And so we're talking about that this month. And so I thought I would just jump on here and do a quick video with these 3 good questions. So let's start with question number 1. Question number 1 comes from Bethany, and she lives in Canada. And she says, "Hi, Tamara. Thanks so much for having a YouTube channel." She says, "It's really awesome that we get a chance to watch these videos. So I have a question." She says, "My husband and I just recently divorced, and my son is feeling really emotionally overwhelmed by it all. He's detached, and he doesn't know how to cope with his emotions. I believe his father is telling him negative things about me, which has resulted in him fighting me, kicking me, screaming at me, and disrespecting me. What do I do?" So Bethany, thanks so much for sending in that question. That's a pretty complicated situation there. And I have worked with a lot of divorced families, a lot of families in transition. And my experience has been that kids get really confused in the middle, right? They don't know exactly what to do or who to believe in or who to trust or who to love or who not to love. And they're really confused in their emotions. Can you blame them? They have 2 really important people in their life really going at each other, and it can get really ugly and really nasty and just really confusing. So my heart goes out to you for that. I've had really close to my heart clients, little kids who have gone through that, and it's really hard to get in and figure out how to help them and how not to make things worse. So what I would suggest with that particular situation is speaking kindly of the father in the child's presence. If dad is a obvious negative influence on his little life, I think it's okay to explain that dad has problems, dad has issues, and I'm not pleased with some of dad's issues, but your dad is a good dad and this, that, the other, right? You can take that route. Or you can take the route of your dad's a really good dad and we couldn't make it as husband and wife, but he's a really good dad and he really loves you and I know that he wouldn't want to hurt you. So there's 2 approaches to that you can take. I lean more towards honesty and not lying to the kid by making dad seem like he's this wonderful person if he's not. I also lean towards balanced views of things. So if you can balance that out with some reality, but also balance it in a way where the kid or your son feels less hurt by his father, I think that's the way to go. Wow, so that's a hard question, Bethany. I really hope it works out for you. Let me know what happens. Send me an email. All right, so the next question is from Tiffany, and she says, "Tamara, I've been watching these videos on unhealthy and toxic parents, and I really appreciate them." She says, "I have a sister who is going through a divorce, and she has borderline personality disorder. She has been in and out of the hospital. She has attempted suicide 3 times since the divorce, and she's engaged in cutting. Most of these incidents revolve around the divorce. Although her husband asked for the divorce and no longer wants anything to do with her, he wants to raise their daughter. What can I do to support this complicated and toxic family?" Thank you, Tiffany, for that question. It is very complex, and I will make the suggestion of really trying your best to support the kids and stepping away from mom and dad's toxicity. So someone who has borderline personality disorder is often emotionally distraught in situations like this where there's no structure. They usually go down instead of up. They have more emotional reactions that are extreme and exaggerated. You might even see an increased use of medical services or insurance costs because that person's going to overuse and maybe constantly use 302s or 201s, meaning a 302 is being hospitalized against your will. A 201 is just signing yourself in. You may also see this person get a therapist and then therapist hop, like jump around to multiple therapists. When intensity of a situation is high, so too is the borderline personality. And you're going to see impulsivity. You're going to see self-injurious behaviors like cutting and burning. You're going to see risky behavior, sometimes risky sexual behavior or spending behavior or gambling. You're going to see a change in interpersonal relationships where the parent begins to abuse and misuse people in relationships. The personality disorder is pervasive and unchanging. So no matter what's happening in that situation, the personality is going to remain the same. And if this is a pattern of behavior in the person, the divorce is going to make it 10 times worse, right? The complications and the stress is going to make it 10 times worse. So I suggest that you focus exclusively on the child. Push dad over there, push mom over there, and give all your undivided attention to the child, right? Or children involved. Take them out for things. Let them spend the night. If you have kids, let them play with your kids, have sleepovers, have birthday parties, right? Go on vacation with the family and really be that support for the kids if you can. Offer to take the kids to school sometime. Like, get in and work with the child because the adults are the adults. They're most likely going to continue the same pattern of dynamic that has been in that relationship leading up to the divorce. So you just want to focus on the kid. Thanks, Tiffany, for that question. Very tough situation. I wish you all the best. We have one last question, guys. And this question is about building a support system. So this is Kevin. Kevin says to me, "Hi Tamara, thanks so much for your channel. I really appreciate it. I follow you on your website and I'm really shy to post, but I did have this question that I am currently going through a divorce as well with a toxic mother of my daughter, and she not only is constantly in the hospital, but I've had to go and pick up my daughter multiple times because she is struggling with her emotions and her thoughts." He says sometimes my daughter misses her mom, but she finds it most difficult to be with her. I'm really concerned about their relationship and wanted to know how you felt about a divorce with a mother who is completely neurotic, emotionally unstable, and unable to be the mother she needs to be. Thanks so much. So I'm very motherly. I'm very nurturing, and even with my clients, my kids, I care for each and every one of them. They all have a special place in my heart. We have a very close relationship. I highly respect and support mothers. I think they are so important. And even though dads are nurturing and loving, I just feel that moms have a special place for their children. And if that mother can't step up and be the mom she needs to be, then you, Kevin, need to get in there and really be the parent that you need to be. Figure out, is this a CPS situation, a Child Protective Services situation? Is my ex-wife healthy or not healthy? And if not, what do I do? Do I need to get my kids therapy? Do I need to get my daughter therapy to cope with mom? Is there a big brother, big sisters club or anywhere where my daughter can gain access to positive female role models? Like I told Tiffany, you want to focus exclusively on the child as much as you can, because if you have an emotionally explosive, out of control, disengaged mother, you're not going to change her overnight. So you definitely want to focus on the child and focus on your mental health. The most important thing is to be the best dad that you can be compassionate and empathetic, and show your daughter all the love and care that you can give her. Take care of yourself psychologically in your own counseling. And then, cater to the child, right? I don't know what we can do about mom. Mom has to seek out her own counseling, her own support, her own parental education, right? Because it sounds like mom could use parenting classes. But we definitely want to make sure that we focus on the child exclusively. That's a tough question, Kevin, and I wish I had so much more. Stay tuned on this channel, guys, because, and especially you, Kevin, because I'm going to be talking about mothers who are extremely detached from their kids and what to do if you're in a situation like this. Thanks so much, guys, for being with me today. I encourage you to give the video a thumbs up. It really does help the channel, and it makes these videos accessible for other people who may benefit from them. So I encourage you to give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful to you and interesting to you. I also encourage you to hit the subscribe button, and that way you'll have access to some of the questions that I'm answering and some of the updated videos that I will be posting. All right, guys, I thank you so much for being with me today, and I'll see you really soon with a new video. Bye-bye.